Hey, welcome. My name is Andrew Lane. This is Rene Banuelos, and we are the co-founders of 22 Social. Thank you so much for joining us today for a live hangout. Today's topic
is sweepstakes.
Sweepstakes it is. So doing sweepstakes to attract more customers to your business, and not just getting more leads, but getting really high quality leads, correct, the right people for,
works,
yeah, we're coming through. So getting the right people for less money. So if you're going to do any kind of promotion or advertisement for your business, you want to make sure you're getting the most bang for your buck, right? So with the sweepstakes, you can get a high conversion rate and get people to share your message for you. So it's a really powerful strategy to get more attention to your business, which is the hardest thing to do online. So you're going to have to figure out a really good strategy for yourself or your clients. And today we're going to show you a lot of ideas that have worked really well.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite strategies, Andrew, because we've actually helped work with different companies selling physical products, and we've helped them promote a lot of Kickstarter projects, Indiegogo, that kind of thing. But it's worked with a lot of businesses. I mean, Andrew checks the status. We have like an internal leaderboard. We see who's really killing it with the apps. And time after time, a lot of them are like a sweepstakes. Yep. So that's always very exciting. It's probably the one of the easiest way to collect quality leads, I would say, right? I mean, other than having to schedule a hangout or do something else.
Yeah, it's pretty fast to set up, and you can launch it and get some activity quickly. A really great engagement strategy. And if you do it right, you can even get you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you do a new promotion. You can keep this going every week or month to make your life easier. So fine tune this one sweepstakes that you can do over and over and over to stay in touch with your audience and make it more fun to send out an email to them and keep that communication close.
Yeah, some people, this is their entire marketing strategy. So, and that drives leads for their business.
So as always, today we're going to go through a quick slide deck, give you the big bullet points, go through this quickly because we're going to show you where to find all of the extensive training resources, links that you need. That's all available for free. And a lot of this, whether or not you're using 22 Social software, this is going to help you get some new ideas. And but I will tell you, we're going to be one of the most cost-effective ways to launch a sweepstakes promotion, because there's a lot of tools out there that will let you build these, but they can be very costly, especially when you talk about all of the referral tracking features, getting Facebook friends to share with their friends and tracking all that activity and rewarding that. That's all built in. So we've got an all built-in system to do this. And you can use the exact same system that Mari Smith used for hers, that we've used with our clients to help them do, Kickstarter campaigns that made over $500,000 within 30 days, primarily using this sweepstakes strategy. And restaurants, local businesses, solopreneurs from home doing, selling, right, being sales reps for their companies, using this to attract people to their business. A lot of people are having success with this. So be sure to say hi in the comment stream below. We love to know where you are watching from, and let us know if you've done this strategy before, or if you, you're really just curious, you want to try it for the first time. Just give us a little background on yourself and how we can help you best today. Because if you're watching live, this is your chance to get your questions answered. We're going to make this about an hour long. We'll go through the content pretty quickly, show you where to find the information, show some live demos, and then answer your questions. Cool?
Let's get going.
All right, let's do this. I'll share my screen, and we will get right into it. While you leave your comments below, we will share some slides here. And Rene, you can take it away.
Yes, 22 Social sweepstakes. I like that $, Andrew, and that S. Yeah, we've attracted a lot of cash with sweepstakes. So anyway, this is the official training for 22 Social. You're in the right place. Let's see, today's hangout. So what can you expect today? First, an overview. So we're going to pretty much show you how simple it could be to run your sweepstakes promotion to attract more customers to your business. And that's all. I mean, every problem could be solved with more customers. So training. Yeah, so we'll have a step-by-step guide. Like Andrew said earlier, we're going to go through this briefly today, but we actually have a step-by-step guide you can follow. Let's see another examples. And actually, that's always powerful, right? Seeing what other people are doing and getting inspired. So we're going to have some examples.
Real-time live examples that are going on right now that you could even check out on your own time after we're done today.
Yeah, literally, Andrew pulled them out of the leaderboard a few minutes ago. So get people to refer friends. I think that's one of the hardest things. I think people always talk about, well, the best kind of marketing is word of mouth marketing, right? Well, if you have it for your business, if it's happening, wonderful. If it's not, it's hard to make happen. And the reason for that is because people are busy. You have a lot of things going on in your life. I mean, you have your family, who knows what's going on, that even if you really, really love the experience with a business, that unless you super loved it, you're probably not going to take the time to call your friends. It's just not convenient. It takes too much time. It's hard to get people to do word of mouth for you because we're just a lot busier than we've ever been. So what you do to change that is to give them an ethical bribe, right? Imagine you could bribe every one of your either customers or people even before their customers, so they actually take the time to refer people, right? So we call it the ethical bribe. And another thing too is you want to make it easy. If it's too hard for me to refer you people, then I'm probably either gonna quit halfway through or just say, hey, I'm busy, I'll do it later, and never get around to it. So I gotta have a reason. I gotta be bribed ethically, and it's gotta be easy for me to refer you business, right? So one way to do both of those is to set up a sweepstakes. And a sweepstakes, number one, my ethical bribe is my chance of winning something. And it's easy if the system's set up correctly. It might not be if you don't do it right, but if it's set up correctly, like we're going to teach you how to do, then it should be a couple clicks, and I should be able to tell a lot of my friends about your business to get you more leads. So how to structure the sweepstakes, all right? So idea of a sweepstakes, obviously you're going to give something away to some lucky winner, right? That's usually the more obvious way of doing it. You say, look, I'm going to get a lot of people entering for the sweepstakes, and I'm going to just randomly choose a winner. And if they get lucky, they get lucky, and that's pretty much it. If you want to get a little more creative, you can create a competition. And for this, you're going to need a system that has a leaderboard, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. But you could say, hey, you know what? The top 3 people who refer the most friends are going to take a prize. In fact, we had a hangout early in the morning, and we just gave it away to the top referrer, right?
Yeah, we had a prize, and the person brought in like 17 friends to join the hangout. And so we just gave away the prize to them because they crushed it so hard that we're like, hey, you win. Good job.
Yeah, and for something like a webinar, that's actually pretty good. Some of them actually you could see people have gotten 300, 400, or 500 referrals from one person, which is insane. So that's another way to do it, is a competition, right? The people who refer the most, so the top 3, get a prize. That's more of a competition. Number 3 is friend wins, you win. This is kind of funny how we came up with this one. We actually had a client we were working with, and the prize was so good that people weren't referring friends. We wondered what's going on. So we actually messaged people and asked them, why aren't you referring your friends? I mean, is there something broken, or what's going on? And the feedback was, you know what, this is so good. I don't want my friends to win. I want to win. So I'm not telling anybody about this. So if you have some situation like that, which isn't bad, then you could say, hey, you know what, if your friend wins, you're also going to win. That way they won't stop. Now they have a lot more chances of winning. And that's assuming you have a system that actually tracks referrals, which you should. 4 is making it ongoing. It doesn't have to end. We talked earlier about how for some businesses, this is their entire marketing effort, is just running a sweepstakes. And maybe they do it once a week. If you pick a winner and you announce it, and next week you pick another winner and you announce it, you keep going. And that's also your content, right? But that's one way. You'd also get creative. You can have a combination. You could say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make it ongoing, and I'm also gonna make it a competition. So every week I'm gonna pick the top 2 people who refer the most, and I'm also gonna pick a lucky winner. So it's gonna be ongoing as well. Just be careful. Don't make it too complicated, because confused minds don't make a decision. So just make sure it's simple, and we'll talk about that in a second too.
Yeah, we'll show you examples of a lot of these. And a lot of visuals. So this is kind of just going through the basic ideas here.
Yeah, just some ideas for you to think about. So how to choose the prize. Not the winner yet, but the prize. What prize they're going to get. We don't see too many of those anymore. I think people are starting to get the picture that they don't work. But you've probably seen in the past, hey, sign up for whatever and get a chance to win an iPad. Oh, that's great. You're going to get a lot of people signing up, but you're going to get a lot of people who want an iPad, not people who necessarily are interested in your product or who are in your target market. So you're actually going to waste a lot of time and effort in leads that will never convert because all they wanted was that iPad. So we really recommend that you pick something that complements your product or your service. So make sure, what else does my target market want that actually complements my product? And pick an end date. So something to think about with this. I know if you have it ongoing, it's best to have it be a complementary product, because what can happen is people may actually not buy your product because they're waiting to win. So if you don't have an end date, make sure that definitely it is not your product. Otherwise, a lot of people will just not buy because they're hoping if they didn't win this week, oh, maybe I'll win next week and so forth. And it just never ends, right? So make sure to be really, really careful with that. And if you do have an end date, then at that point, you could always send them a message, say, hey, you didn't win. Here's a discount coupon. I mean, you can get creative with that.
Hey, go back real quick. I want to show you that example there. If you're wondering what the heck is a complimentary product, well, this was a great one here. It was a successful promotion that the concert there, they were trying to get people to buy tickets to this concert. But instead of just, maybe they ran ads to like directly buy the concert tickets. I'm not sure if they did or not, but what I did see is they did this sweepstakes. So instead of just pushing the sale in front of them, they invited people to enter to win. And the prize was a private meet and greet with your favorite artist. So it was like a special upgrade. And really, you could only redeem that if you were there at the concert, right? So it was a pretty good example of how to do something complimentary, not necessarily winning the tickets themselves, but a private meet and greet. And they did this concert sold out. I think it was like $40,000 in sales
Nice.
online. And their primary engine was through this sweepstakes. And all of the tickets, most of the tickets were sold as a follow-up after they announced the winner. Then they said, hey, well, be sure to get your tickets, and made their sales that way.
That's a nice one. It's a 40 grand.
Yeah, not bad.
Sweepstakes can help you create content. Actually, this is one of my favorite, other than the fact that you get people to refer you, their friends, sometimes even before they're even customers. Other than that, this is probably one of my favorite parts, because one of the things that businesses have a challenge with is creating content. What kind of content do I create? Especially if you're not like a business that teaches stuff, right? Where do I give them, right? Well, this is content. Announcing the winner is really an exciting thing for people to see. It's funny, even if, let's say you're looking through a news feed and, I don't know, Marianne won and you're not Marianne, it's still a really positive post. And you'd be surprised when people say, hey, congrats, Marianne. Happy for you. Congrats. I mean, there's so much activity on these posts on something that required no additional creativity on your part. So especially if you have an ongoing thing, then you can have content every single, let's say every week, or every month, every time you pick a winner. So I love that. And if you're a local business, what I've seen people do successfully is they ask the winner to visit their business. Drop by our store and pick up your prize. And the reason you do that is because most people will actually consume something from that business now that they're there. But what's more important than even that one single sale is actually taking that photo or video with that winner, especially if obviously they're okay with it, and posting that and creating a story about that, maybe asking them, hey, well, how do you plan to use your prize? Or how do you feel, yada, yada, and actually posting that little story. That actually creates good content, and it requires no additional creativity on your part. It's all part of the same thing that you're running. So, and one quick tip I'm going to give you is, if you're going to announce the winner, if you're obviously building an email list, don't say, hey, congrats, Marianne, for winning. Instead of doing that, actually say, hey, you know what? We've picked the winner. If you want to know if you won, click here and link them to a post where you actually announce the winner. And the reason why you want to do that is because you're going to get really, really good click-through rate on that email, and you're going to get traffic on that post. And Facebook's, the way I look at it is, if you feed the beast with some traffic, the beast is going to feed you back. It sounds bad, but you're going to get a lot more engagement on the post. And then especially if it's an ongoing thing and the post says, hey, congrats, Marianne, for winning. If you want your chance to win, click below to sign up for next week's winner, for a chance to be next week's winner, then you're going to get a lot more registrations that way. So don't waste that opportunity to really milk that content. So I love this part.
Yeah, I'll show you where to find some in our notes, the training notes for today. We've got a bunch of examples that you can check out.
Stay legal. Yeah, please. What can go wrong? Make sure you use terms and conditions. In the note that we're going to link you to, we actually have some ideas on how to create that, and actually a template for you to follow, just to cover you know what. and don't require a purchase. The example Andrew gave is kind of borderline gray area.
Oh,
if they have to become a customer to redeem the price.
I guess they could show up and get a private meet and greet behind
outside,
the scenes.
Right?
I mean, they didn't say it was required. So I think the fact that they didn't say it was required to purchase a ticket, but I mean, you wouldn't be able to redeem that if you weren't there. So I guess
they probably, if somebody won who didn't buy a ticket, they would be
it's safe. Yeah, you're safe with that. They didn't say you have to buy a ticket to win this prize.
Yeah. Sometimes I've heard people say, well, what if I say, hey, buy this, buy my product, and I'll enter you to win this? You're essentially selling lottery tickets. It's illegal in California. It's illegal in a lot of states and in a lot of countries. So don't just stay away from it. I'm not sure what the local laws are, but if you're advertising online, you're going after a global market, then it's not even worth checking the laws for that state or whatever.
They don't have to buy. They can win without buying. That's the key.
Yeah. Stay away from alcohol. There are a lot of laws around there, and there's a lot of complications. There's a lot of to worry about what age bracket you can consume alcohol and all that. So it's just too complicated. Stay away from alcohol. And careful with other people's products. Make sure that if you are giving away some product that's complementary to what you have, make sure that they don't have any terms or anything, conditions that say, hey, you're not allowed to give this product away in some sort of sweepstakes. Just be careful with that. And let's see, that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, the thing I do have to say to cover mine is we're not attorneys, so we do recommend you seek legal advice somewhere. Okay, let's see what else. So what you're gonna need. You need some sort of registration page. People got to land somewhere. You got to tell them, hey, check this out. This is my product. Enter for a chance to win. Or this is the complimentary product. Enter for a chance to win. So that's one way where you pitch them on entering the sweepstakes. It's usually pretty easy to get people to click through unless you do a horrible job. But I mean, for the most part, it's not too complicated. Then you need a confirmation page, right? They need to land somewhere and say, hey, congrats, you've been entered, right? And in this confirmation page, that's where we recommend that you have a button that says, hey, great, you've entered now. If you want more chances to win, get your unique URL and refer friends for more chances to win. So you do need some sort of referral tracking system. And especially if you're going to make it into a competition where, let's say, the top 3 people who refer the most win something, then you need a leaderboard to create that gamification effect where people are going to compete for that top spot. Those work really, really well, right? And you also need some traffic. If you can say, well, people are going to refer their friends, so I don't need traffic. Well, you need the initial set of people who are going to refer friends. You may have a customer list from previous sale you've done or customers from the past. You might have had some sort of, if you have enough of a warm market, maybe that's enough. But if you don't have anyone, then I do recommend you pay for some sort of ads, Facebook ads, or run traffic somehow. But yeah, another thing too, now that what you'll need when you're setting up the registration page, make sure, what if you really have a complicated sweepstakes where, hey, I'm going to pick a winner and the top 3 people win and the friend wins, I also win. Don't explain any of that in the registration page because no one's going to click through because they won't understand what the heck you're saying. So in the registration page is, hey, for a chance to win XYZ, click below. And hey, you're actually being honest. You're telling them you get a chance to win if they click through. So that's it. And in the confirmation page, that's where you can tell them, hey, you're gonna get more chances to win if you refer friends or the top 3 that refer the most win or whatever it is. But keep it really, really, really simple on the registration page, or you're gonna really lose conversions there. So something to learn from mistakes we've made in the past. But so how does 20 Social solve all this for you? If you install 20 Social app on your fan page, we do have what we call the gate, and that can act as your registration page. That's where you're going to pitch the sweepstakes and ask people to enter for a chance to win. And we use Facebook login, so they won't have to even enter a name or an email through Facebook. They're going to opt in, and we're going to capture that name and email and put it in the back office. We'll show you that in a sec how that works, but for you, or add it to your favorite autoresponder. We work with most of the major ones, and we're adding new ones all the time. So that happens pretty easily with Facebook login. And then we also have, as part of the app, a section called the main content that acts, in this case, as your confirmation page. That's where you can throw maybe a video or any kind of media to actually tell them, hey, great, thanks for entering. Hey, go ahead and share with friends. Grab your referral link. I'm going to give you more chances to win, or the top 3 people who refer the most are going to win, or whatever your rules are of how your sweepstakes is set up. And it does also come with the referral URL system. So they each can get their own referral URL that's tracked to that Facebook account. So you'll be able to be fair. And it also comes with a leaderboard that you'll need for competitions. All that's built in. You don't have to program any of that. Believe me, this is a pain in the you-know-what. We've made it really, really simple for you. We even have a button that says, hey, click here to randomly choose a winner. Because to be fair, if somebody referred 10 friends, you need to give them 10 more chances to win. So we've done all the math in the back end to give you a random winner if that's what you're going to do. So we also have a section, we call it the SRM, actually. It's a customer list. It's more than just names and emails. It's actually links to Facebook profiles. And I really, really like this. Remember I told you earlier that when I was talking about if you win, if your friend wins, you win, how we message people to ask them why they weren't referring people. The reason we were able to easily do that is because we had people's Facebook profile. So we could actually just personally message them and say, hey, Joe, how come you're not referring your friends? Or, probably in better words than that, but is there something that you don't like? Did you change your mind? Or that's how we were able to learn and get feedback. So that's really, really important on that customers list, having that Facebook profile to get that feedback from. And like I said earlier, we have a choose a winner button that keeps it fair. And bonus, what we've done in the past is attach it to a Facebook group. So you can do that now, and you could say something on the video in the confirmation page and say, hey, by the way, please join our Facebook group. We're actually going to be announcing the winner inside the Facebook group. Well, doing that, we've had people in a matter of 2 or 3 weeks generate anywhere from 2,000 to 5,000 people in a Facebook group. That's a huge deal. That's better than the same number of people on an email list.
And people who really know, they've learned about the brand. So if you structure this the right way, they're going through this funnel. You're educating them along the way, a little bit here and there, right? So they're kind of learning, hey, we got this cool product. Maybe you never heard of it, or something, about your brand or your story. Hey, enter to win. We want to tell you more on the next page. So you can introduce your story, your brand, your message. And that's really going to be the long-term success for you. You might get quick success with an iPad promotion, but the long-term and really truly building a brand that's going to make you money for a long time, you got to start telling your story here. And this is an easy way for them to kind of take baby steps. Getting them into the group is so powerful if you're really serious about building a big brand that's making you a lot of money. And it's only going to be valuable if they know who you are, they care, and they're involved with your brand.
Let's see. So how to create your sweepstakes.
All right, I think I'll start from here. And what we're going to do is go through some of this and talk about getting things created and set up. So a lot of this I'm going to go through quickly, and then I'm going to show you where to find the details, because I want to make sure we get to your questions today and do some live demo. But of course, preparing your content is going to be the first step. So when you sit down to figure this out, get some of the content ready, because when you loading it into the app is going to be the easiest part. But getting the stuff ready to go, kind of structuring it and figuring it all out is the hard part, right? And getting your strategy, as Renee discussed. Number 2, you're going to build your app. And we've got step-by-step instructions, kind of walk you through the diagram of what that looks like here in a moment. Number 3, promote your link. So once your app is set up, you can now start promoting, maybe put some money behind it. Maybe not required, but at least get a first batch of people to go through and get some feedback is going to be the first step. And then choosing a winner. So at that date that you specified, you'll go into your app and look at your SRM, which is your social relationships manager, right inside the app. In the same spot that you build it, you'll be able to just go in there and find all the people who entered and randomly choose somebody, or go to that leaderboard and find the top refer. Number 5, of course, announce the winner. And number 6, recycle or restart. So that's kind of the way that we go through this process. And we've got this all listed out in detail. So those steps are over here at 20twist.com/notes/sweepstakes. I think we've got a button below this video right now too. If you're watching live, you can click over there. And I'll log into that in just a moment. We'll go through some of those steps so you can kind of see. We've got a lot of examples and visuals. But from our experience doing this many times, those are the 6 steps that we've broken it down into. So for some visuals here, let's just show you how it looks. you've got this built-in referral tracking system. So when you install an app as the admin, whoops, clicked escape on accident. As the admin, you're going to see the main content area, and that's going to be your welcome page, your congratulations page. So the whole structure of this is going to be the gate, the main content, and the post, right? So every app that you install on your page has these three components. And as we talked about, this is kind of all you really need to make this thing work. The main content area is the congratulations, thank you for entering to win, refer your friends. The gate is where you pitch the concept and you say, hey, enter to win. Once they go through, in between here is where you collect leads. And the post is like your little mini Facebook ad that you blast out there and you can promote. So once they click on that post, that'll usually be the first thing they see. So don't forget to customize that part of it. I'll show you how to do that. Once they get to your gate, you tell them to opt in. You're going to collect their information. They log in with Facebook to get access. And now they are inside. You know everyone who's entered to win. You have their data, and they can now refer their friends. So to refer their friends, automatically, once they opt in, every profile that it gets collected gets a unique referral link. So that's automatically set up, and they can activate their link and share it with their friends. And when they share it, it's going to share that same post. So the same thing that you initially shared, when they get their referral link, it's going to share that same thing, but it has their special link inside of it. So it'll know that they shared it. But that's why it's important to customize how it looks when your link gets shared, so that that can be basically multiplied. You have everyone like blasting out your own ad for free to all of their friends. It's really, really powerful. So that whole thing is set up pretty much automatically for you. So let's look at an example. This was a sweepstakes that had a lot of success. And of course, I'll start with the main content here. That's the thank you page. When we look at the other part here, it's the gate. So this is actually the same app. It's just two different layers of that same app that's installed on the page. And depending on what the visitor has done, they're going to see either the gate or the main content. So if it's their first time there, they're going to see the gate. And that's where you can tell them, they did a great job here because they put a video, right? You have a chance to build a relationship with someone. So if you can get on video or kind of start telling your story, even if it's just text, you want to create a connection here as much as you possibly can. So they had a quick video, countdown timer to when it was going to expire, and their call to action here. They kind of showed what you could win. They had a little visual here of what the prize was, and enter to win. Once they entered, now they get to the main content, and they had this success page and click to share with your friends for more chances to win. So it's pretty cool how they use some visuals here and some text to get that across, and a video to explain it. Their post had that same kind of look and feel, a little description of what they could win, help me win. So they kind of use that lingo. They had some fun with that, help me win. So when people referred it, it looked like it was kind of the personalized thing.
Yeah, I work with them.
Yeah, Renee helped out with that. So it did well. I think it's a little goofy, but it does work. So anyway, when people see that post, they'll click on it. They go here, they see the message, they click through, and you collect the information. Now, everyone who goes through, of course, they can get their personal referral link. When they click on that, it's going to pull up the leaderboard. And that's where they get their own link here. It's going to have their name personalized for them. It'll have the logo of your fan page, whatever you have as the main profile picture, and their link right here with some share buttons. There's also this direct sign up link. All that really does is it bypasses the gate. So if you wanted to just have them automatically sign up, you can just share that link. They both end up going here, but the direct link will bypass the gate and go straight to the opt-in and then to the main content. The main link up here will go through this normal process. So they both do the same thing, just a little bit different. The leaderboard, you can choose to show this or hide it if you don't want people to see the leaderboard. What we do is we just show the first name and where they're from. So it's not like their full names. You don't really know who these people are, but it just kind of, if you are Pearl from San Antonio, then you know that you're in the top. And but it doesn't actually give all of their information because that's kind of public for everyone who gets their link.
If you're a Pearl, then the right-hand side is going to reflect that with a bunch of names.
Yeah, so individually, they'll each see their own direct and even second tier. Shows two levels of referrals. So you'll see, if I referred this, I could actually go to this leaderboard page and see how many people that I brought have referred or come through. So when you grab your link, you share it. The cool thing is everyone's sharing the same post, so they're multiplying your message now. They're sharing your ad for free. Okay, think about that. They're sharing your ad for free to their closest friends. So it's a personalized referral with your message on it. There's no better advertisement on the planet. And everyone's going through the same experience. So you're creating this whole flow and this whole experience. It's a very powerful way to start building your brand and attracting more people if done correctly. You might not do it right the first time, but with practice, you can really get this to become a great tool for your marketing. So the way it looks in the this SRM, we keep talking about, Social Relationships Manager, it's just right in your app. When you're editing your app, you can see that at any time. Just click on that. It'll open up the latest activity. You'll see all your entries, and it'll be in real time, the most recent at the top, who they are, who they're referred by, and there's that choose winner button. So it's all kind of right there for you. You got the leaderboard showing the top people. So you have access to this. You could see it with a little more detail. You have their Facebook stuff. So you can actually click on this and link over to their Facebook profile. You know, you've got a couple people here referring you a lot of people. You might want to go add them as a friend and get to know them a little bit, because these are your biggest fans and they're sharing your message for you. So you should definitely get in touch with these people who are helping you. And you can see both first tier and second tier. So you can see that Pearl shared and invited 166 people directly. From those 166, some of them actually shared and brought their friends. So now you're tapping into their networks as well. And 11 more people came from that. So, I mean, 177 free leads came from Pearl. And that's all right there. So it's really, really cool to see what's happening. When you click that choose winner button, it'll pop up and randomly show you the winner. Nothing happens when you choose that. So you can click that as many times as you want. It doesn't do any like auto posting or notify them. You do have control with what you do at this point. You can take a screenshot and just post it. We make it look nice for you. So you can just kind of take a screenshot and share it as, you know, or you could do it even live on a Hangout or something, or Facebook Live now, and just show it. It's kind of fun to do that. We hide that contact info, so it won't be public. If you are going to do this on a Hangout or a live Facebook Live, you can just click that tab when you are ready to contact them to reach out. You have their, we display their email and whatnot in that tab. But it's pretty nice. You can just click that, pop it up, whoops, and you have the winner. If they were referred by someone, we'll show who it was referred by. So on the previous page, there was no one down here because they were direct, meaning you, it was from your page, right? Your main link. But if one of your leads referred their friend, like in this case, Pearl, of course, she referred a bunch of people. This person came in through Pearl's link. We'll display that down here. And you don't have to do anything with that. But if you did have the structure of, hey, if your friend wins and you win too, you don't have to do any digging around to see who referred them. You actually have it right there. So you can say, hey, our grand prize winner is Angela, and hey, Pearl, because you referred her, you're also going to win something, right? So you can have some fun with that. We display it for you automatically, and it's just, you don't have to do anything. It's just there for you automatically. So an example of this campaign, which was really successful, they did something like $600,000 with their Kickstarter. And the reason, you know, Kickstarter is no different than any other business. It's just such a concentrated promotion that they do like 30 days crazy promotion and you're just going all in. So we use these as examples because it's kind of fun to show what's possible. Not that you're going to do $600,000 in the next 30 days, but using the strategy, it's totally, you know, it's a very powerful strategy. Hey, it's possible. I mean, if we're showing you it's possible, right? So this is what they did here. No one knew about this product, right? Brand new company. They're trying to raise some money to make this a reality. They have this water bottle that helps you stay hydrated. It tracked how much water you drink. So they chose to give away some of these bottles. So a little bit different, right? They're actually giving away their product, not necessarily a complimentary product. They are giving away their real product, but they also included these Apple Watches because the Apple Watch syncs up with it. So it's all like smart technology, and they knew that Apple Watch would attract people. But they introduced it in a way that's relevant to their product. Says, hey, you know, you can win an Apple Watch, and if you like that cool technology, it also syncs up with this smart water bottle. So that was their plan, is to give away 10 of these and 3 watches. So to promote it, they had a graphic here that was pretty clear, like win, had a big win graphic in one of their photos from their product shoot. and we threw on a Kickstarter badge. So they kind of, you could hint that it was a Kickstarter beforehand, but they didn't really know much about it. So they click through. All the visitors would go here to their either the app on their page or the mobile version. Either way, it worked fine on any device. And you can see here, you're invited to enter the Hydrate Kickstarter giveaway. So they're hinting again at the end result that they're going to want you to buy something, but they're not telling you to buy right now. They're just saying, hey, we're inviting you to enter to win some cool stuff. They had a video here. And I mean, right away, you're kind of learning a lot about their brand, their company. This video is very personal, talking about their story a little bit and inviting them to enter and learn more. So once they click through, you can see here on the main content, you've been entered. They had the dates very clearly displayed, so there's some urgency. They even use the countdown timer media type that we have. And then get your referral link to invite your friends, spread the message, and also help us out by backing us on Kickstarter. And a lot of people shared this one, and I'll show you what these look like. But basically, when they share it, it's like a cycle, right? It's a circle. They're all sharing that same message. So when they shared it, it was just so fun. I took screenshots of what people were saying when they shared it. And when you talk about mini ads and what's possible for you to have people, you know, blasting out and amplifying your message for you, they're having a lot of people had a little personal message. Do I love this water bottle? Yes, I do. With a link back to your app. Finally, a drink bottle that monitors how much water you drink. So you can see how important it is to really think about what you want people to say when they share your sweepstakes and try to get that messaging in to your funnel. So this whole funnel here, you know, make sure that you're telling them things like this water bottle will help you, you know, whatever your product does. If you can get some of your messaging into that, that's how it's going to multiply faster, because you're empowering your fans to share it with their friends and kind of hinting at what they should tell their friends and why they should be excited about it. Okay, so that's kind of the visual, and then we're going to log in because I've got a lot more demos to show you. But this is just the idea of how this all works and showing you how the system works. But let's do a winner first, and then we'll log in and talk about some examples, show you where to find more information, and also answer your questions. Sound good?
Do it.
Let's do it. All right. So today's winner, we do a sweepstakes every week just for fun and to keep it fresh. And what we give away is 1 year. Right now, the prize is 1 year of our premium plan. So let's go ahead, and right before this hangout, we did that whole process. We chose a winner on this app inside our SRM, and then I just grabbed the screenshot and popped it into a slide. So I grabbed their profile picture and dropped it into this slide deck. So that's what we did right before the hangout, just like you saw. So today's winner is Sunny Heron from Newcastle, Washington. So you win 1 year of 20 Social Premium. The premium plan gives you up to 100 pages. So if you are a consultant yourself, you have a lot of clients, or you want to start up a little business creating these kind of apps for your clients, friends and family, whoever, our premium plan gives you the power to do that. And you can upgrade at any time. Just let us know if you're interested in doing that. We'll help you out. But congrats to you, Sonny. You win that. So we'll hook you up with that plan by tomorrow. We'll get your account upgraded. So congrats to you. And of course, any of you watching, you have a chance every week to win. And if you already have a premium plan, that's fine. We'll just add on an extra year for you. So you always have a chance to win with 22. Keeping it fun, keeping it fresh. So let's recap. Consumers on Facebook have social intent. So the best way to get people to learn about your business, to know, like, and trust you, is make it kind of fun, make it engaging. And sweepstakes is a really great way to do that. It's an engaging way to introduce your business to your audience and collect leads. So very high conversions. People like to opt into that stuff. And then you have a reason to keep following up and staying in touch. And that's where the money is. The money won't usually happen right away. Even that Kickstarter promotion that we showed you, most of the money happened towards the end of the campaign. They ended their sweepstakes like a week before, I believe. So after the sweepstakes was over, the winners were announced. They had all this goodwill. People knew about them. They had a list. They had an email list. And they said, hey, there's only 1 week left of our Kickstarter. Be sure to go back and pledge now so that you can be one of the first to have this cool product. That's where the money happened. So be strategic and know that the money won't come right away, but you're going to build a list faster using this strategy. And then we do everything we can to give you a complete platform. We've used this for our clients. You have the power to use the exact same system that we've used, and you can build your own sweepstakes. It has all these features included. So you just have to figure out what you're going to do. So let's look at the step-by-step guide. You got that link, 22s.com/notes/sweepstakes. And this is that 6-step guide. I just want to point out a few things for you, because if you're serious and you want to go jump in and set this up right now, this will have basically everything you need to know. It's got a lot of the video stuff here and kind of a repeat of what we talked about today. So you have it available here. You can kind of refresh on some of the concepts. If you scroll down, some of the big ideas here, what exactly is a sweepstakes, how to run one, and how we help you. And then some visuals, right? So this is kind of cool. What does it look like? If you click here to view a slideshow, it's going to open up a slideshow with a lot of these examples and screenshots, and you can kind of walk through this and look more closely at these, see some more examples. There's that concert one, and you can see it's it's the exact same thing over and over and over. Here's a network marketing example, how she's attracting people. And it's funny.
That's cool.
One graphic can get you a long way, right? She's done a lot of leads with this one. And you can just see a lot of varieties here. New Market Barbecue. This one's so cool because it's a local business and they do a cake giveaway every week. And Libby just makes it awesome. She implements all those strategies. We actually learned a lot from Libby because she was having so much success with this. And every week she gives away a cake. She has them come in. She takes photos with them holding their cake. And it's just a fun way to stay engaged with her audience and really build a strong relationship with her list, because how do you not love that? It's just like, oh my gosh, if I'm going to go eat somewhere, like you're going to go eat at New Market Barbecue because Libby's just so awesome. And you just get to know her and their company, their brand really well. And it's very personal. So if you can do that, it's a huge advantage for you to build that close relationship with your audience. And here's how they share it every week. You see they take the photos, and she shares it here, win a free pumpkin cake. So a lot of these screenshots, examples, and you can go check out her fan page, New Market Barbecue, to see a little more. The Jelly Skateboards, this was an Indiegogo campaign. Similar concept, they gave away a bunch of prizes. Some of these are a little more extreme. We kind of push the boundaries for you so you can kind of see what is possible. You don't have to implement all of this, but you'd see how it all works. They did a similar thing when they posted it and announced the winners. Took their profile pictures and showed the prize winners, and they had a bunch of engagement. You can see, lots of activity on these posts. So same thing with Mari, same process here. Pick a couple prizes, set it up, and she even combined it with a hangout. So the day that they announced the winner was also the day of a live hangout. So what she did is had everyone show up to see who won, did the live hangout, and did some free training as well, and then pitched her product at that same time. So it's all these things happening at once. So this huge promotion ends with a special hangout, and how Mari is, she had a bunch of fun and announced the winners and then introduced her product and just crushed it with sales, selling her digital program. And there's, how she also leveraged the announcements. You see, she just took screenshots exactly from our app and shared those in the comments and made her own graphic. So all those are in there, including, this is one we did way back when. When was this? A couple years ago. I forgot we even had this in here. Just showing you how we did it and put it together. So all those are available. Let's scroll down so you know what's in here. Again, those 6 steps we kind of just go through, give you some tips, the whole preparation phase here, getting the product, how do they win, when, figuring this stuff out, as Renee said, and then the legal stuff, right? I just want to point this out. No need to stress. We've got some templates here you could use. We've never had anyone have an issue with this that we're aware of, and we've had a lot of people doing sweepstakes. So, it's not something to freak out about, but just make sure you do a couple little things. Check out some of these examples and templates we give you, and just use a little footer thing like, hey, this isn't sponsored, endorsed, or administered by or associated with Facebook. No purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Put something like this on the app. So just follow a couple quick things and you'll be okay. But again, we're not giving you legal advice, but we're doing our best to help you, and so you don't have to sit there and think about it forever. And Facebook's got their guidelines here if you wanted to look at that yourself. So building your app, we've got templates ready for you. So just follow these steps. Let's see. Lots of little links and tips in here. Again, just a lot of ideas, visuals showing you how you could set things up, what other people have done, you know, where to put in your offers even. You can have these content areas below, just choosing a certain layout. So you can have links to buy your products after they opt in and enter to win. The referral link. We even have a new feature we should probably talk about.
Which one?
The referral link button option, which is pretty cool. I'll show you that in a second. The leaderboard, how that works and structured. So all this information is here. Even examples, I just want to point out, how to promote and get people to opt in. If you do a video promotion or something like that, a video ad is really cool. What other people have done here. Getting people to find it, choosing your winner, where to go to find all of that. Showing you lots of cool examples.
It's like everything you need to know.
Yeah, I mean, this is all free for you. So, I mean, have fun with it. And what's cool is for us is when we see people just sign up for 22, go through this, follow the steps, and boom, they're launching a campaign in a few days, even maybe even a few hours. So announcing, here's some examples here of when you announce, some ideas, screenshots of posts and things that people have created. Mari did a video. And then a screenshot here of kind of how to get the most out of it. You can see here, they're doing a weekly winner, new grand prize, enter here. So getting that organic traffic. So that's all available to you. So check it out. And let's show you a couple examples. Unless we have some questions. Should we take some questions, Renee?
Let's go to the examples.
Okay. So Renee, we'll take a look at your questions. If you have questions about any of this right now, go ahead and pop it down below. If not, I mean, you know where to find all this and you can go do it at your own time. So right now we got a sweepstakes going on, Sacred Originals. You can see here the gate looks pretty awesome. I mean, the graphic design does a lot. They're using this gate. It's just an image, a slider image. All these features are built in. You can do this yourself using the media types. And they've done a great job of creating graphics. Click below. Using this visitor faces widget here. It's another media type that's all built in. So you can see how that looks. Let's look at the inside. You personalize it using that new feature. Welcome, Andrew. Congrats, you're entered. So a lot of visuals here. Oh, wow. Look how creative they are with that. Pretty sweet. All right. So there's one. Let's see how it looks when they share it.
Nice.
Win this. So great job. Enter for your chance to win your Faith Over Fear t-shirt and join the Spiritual T-shirt Club. Pretty cool. So building a brand, right? So that's a great way to attract the right people without being salesy. Okay, let's look at another one. Astrologia. Tough one to say. March giveaway. So it looks like they're doing a monthly. So they just kind of changed the date, changed the month name. That might be all they have to do. Maybe change out a couple of pictures of the new prize.
Yeah, Feb giveaway. And
yeah, Feb.
April giveaway.
So there is their gate. Kept it pretty simple. The share link, March giveaway. So it looks like maybe there was an issue with the load or they didn't customize it. Yeah, so they would probably want to
missing an image there.
Drop a better image so that when it gets shared, it will show an image. That's important to do. They kept it simple too. They didn't even edit our template very much, which isn't really required. I mean, you could just kind of go with what we give you. They have some comments down below and get your share link. Let's look at another one here. Zancona Cafe de Panama. Another one kind of simple, right? So got some product slider here, kind of introducing the product. Enter to win. So pretty simple, right? I mean, they're getting people interested in these products. Let's see how they share it here. Good looking graphic. Win this. So building a list, they're doing more like a product business. So just trying to find people who want to buy cool products like this, getting a list of people interested. And then I'll show you lastly is New Market Barbecue, just because we love Libby. We love what she's doing here. This is hers, really personal, customized. You can see how you can make it really branded for your business. And she's got her video in here. Great touch. If you're going to put enough, energy into this, making it more personal, it's going to be better, especially long term. Enter to win a free cake from New Market Barbecue. There it is. Pretty simple, right? Not a lot there. If you do a video, you can get a lot across really easily. On the inside, hey, she even personalized it. I love people using this new feature.
Nice.
To personalize. So it's personalized for each person that comes through.
Yeah, they don't all say Andrew.
Yeah. Welcome video here. Random drawing by 1 p.m. So really good with a date. Earn extra chances to win our cake giveaway. Get your personal share link. Join our super fan club. Look at that. She's got a group as well, getting people into a group. And she even embeds the post so people could see the last winner, contact info down there. So you can go check it out in your own time. I mean, it's really cool looking. Great job, Libby. So those are some real examples of people using this strategy right now. And let's see, any questions before we wrap up? I think that's all we had to get through content-wise. You see where everything is. So if you don't have 22 Social yet, we invite you to get on board. We got a link below. You should see a link below to get signed up with 22, and you can try this out for yourself. Launch a campaign within the next week or so. I mean, we've got a group to help you out as well. Any questions that you have when we're not live every week, you can go into the group, and you got a lot of people in there who are certified experts with us, or just really active users who are implementing these strategies that can definitely help you with ideas, get feedback. If you create something and you just want people to check it out, make sure it's working technically, you can pop it in the group. It'll give everyone some inspiration, and you can get some feedback as well.
And some leads.
And maybe some leads. How are we doing on questions? Anything
I think we're good.
relevant?
We're good.
Not too much.
No, I covered.
So Renee's been in there answering questions. So good. All right. So I think we're all set today. Let's go ahead and go back on camera right under the hour. So we did good on time. Thanks for hanging out with us live. I think that's all for now, right?
Yep. Looking forward to seeing what you create. If like Andrew said, if you don't have an account, get an account, start playing with it. Let us know if you have questions. We do have support, knowledge-based center with articles that you can access 24/7. Email support, also the group. There's a lot of resources. On top of that, a lot of the training that Andrew already put together on the note. So you definitely aren't going to be lost. You just got to get going. So can't wait to see your business on that leaderboard and us featuring it next time we talk about sweepstakes.
Oh, yeah. All right. Go make it happen. Thanks so much. Take care.